Hello all. In today's session, we are going to see the Spring Boot application integration with S2DB. As most of the times when the developer does some R&D or the work, most of the time he won't get the DB easily available on his machine. Like whether it is MySQL or Oracle, there might be a lot of installation is required. So if you want to learn a Spring JPA with a Spring Boot, you can easily start with S2DB. That is inbuilt or embedded DB, you can say, available with the Spring Boot very easily. So there is a prerequisite that you should have the Java install, you should have the STS or the Eclipse or IntelliJ on your machine, and then we'll build with the Spring Initializer very quickly. So let's move to the demo part. So what you have to do is that go to the Spring Initializer portal, and then you can select the project, that is I'm using a Maven, then the language which you want to use, then you can use the Spring version here, then give your group name, artifact name, name of the project, then description of the project, and you can give a package structure of your project, and then the packaging method, whether it is jar or var. I'm using a Java 8, so I have selected the 8. So here you will need the dependency of kind of the Spring Web you can take. If you might need for a REST controller, then there is S2 database, and just generate the project. The zip will created here, and once the zip will get created, unpack it and then just import it as a Maven project. So here I have already imported for you the project name Spring Boot with S2. Here I can show you the dependencies. Okay, and in here in a dependency you can see the Spring Data GPA and Spring Boot started web. Okay, and the S2DB database dependency is also there, and in Maven dependency you can see the all the transitive dependency has also downloaded. In application.properties, when you will use the S2DB, you have to mention the data source URL. I'm using the file location because I wanted to store this database for a longer period. Else you can use the in-memory database that can be kind of deleted once the application is closed. Then standard the driver class name you have to mention, that is S2 driver. Then give your username and password here. Then use the GPA database platform, that is a dialect that would be getting used with your database with the Spring JPA, that is S2 dialect. Then if you want to see the S2 console, give it as a true. Then use the server port, you can give it a 9000, or you can use the default port, that is 8080. Then Spring S2 console path, where your S2 console will be visible from the web browser, and the other properties are there which you can give as per your need or not. So that is optional one. So here in demo application, it is by default getting created, and just we need to run the application as a Spring Boot. Okay, once the application is got started, you can see that Tomcat has started on 9000 port, and S2 console is got loaded with the console path as a S2 console. Then here just go to the browser, type a localhost, okay, and then S2 console. Whenever you will do it, it will show you the web browser console for you. Then select your JDBC URL which you have given here. So for me it is a C drive data GPA. Okay, so I will put a GPA. Then you can put your your username and my password. Okay, you can do the test connection. Connection is successful, and just click on connect. Once I again need to put a password and click on connect. Okay, now I have connected to the S2DB, that is the embedded one, and here you can easily create the tables, or you can do the other manipulations with it. So it is very easy to create the tables or work with it. You can easily create a new table, like here I'm creating a test table and just running it. So if you see, the test table has been created with ID and name, and then you can play around with the Spring JPA. Okay, so this is how you can embed the S2DB with the Spring very easily within a 5 minute, and you can play around it. So that's it from my side for today's session. I will be putting all this code into the comment section of this video, so you can easily access it, you can download it and start running with it. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for listening.